Hi, beautiful human. I'm Zach. That is Dan. And today we welcome to the studio for the first time ever, Acapella powerhouse, Pentatonix.
Hey!
Hi.
Hello.
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 Wait, it's very fascinated by all of you. Genuinely, because I told you before, like, you are, in my opinion, effortlessly talented.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
can you, is it as effortless as I perceive it to be? Or is there a lot of effort that goes into this shit?
1, 2,
3.
It definitely is a lot of work. There's a lot of rehearsal involved. I feel like when we were on Masked Singer, people just pick songs and go up there and sing and read the words, and we're like crafting arrangements for hours, and then like the song changes, and we're like, well, it takes us like hours to recraft something. So there's that. But like, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it takes work to make acapella feel special, and I think that's the thing that we really like pride ourselves in taking the time, working on the arrangements, making sure that what we do really feels like, oh, I don't need an instrument, because what they're doing vocally, I needed these 5 parts. I didn't need anything else. And yeah, that takes time. But I don't know. After 14 years, I feel like we understand
and
our
now
sound.
we speak our own language.
Yeah. Now we speak our own
So,
language.
in that way, it's effortless. But
Yeah.
I gotta say, like, that is one thing that like I did notice is that you all are very smart, right? And that is a common thread between people who sing a cappella tend to be very intelligent because there is a science to sound, right? Like there is this mathematical ability that you can apply to something like this to figure it out. It's why like Harvard, yeah, I mean, dude, we have Ivy, leaguers in the fucking room here. There's a reason why there's a correlation there. But what, and they sound great. They're formatically and technically exquisite. But what they don't necessarily do is what like you guys do, or like just random Kelly Clarkson can do. Bring to life a lyric in a way that makes you fucking feel and see their story. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow, thank you.
That's amazing.
You bridge the gap between the two really beautifully.
Oh, we really
No,
appreciate
thank you
that.
so much.
thank you so much.
Yeah, I feel like it takes time to figure out how to blend the head and the heart.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like acapella is. It is very technical what we do, but at the end of the day, we're trying to portray an emotion. So how do you take this trio chord and make sure that it portrays that feeling you're trying to get of soaring, melodies and whatnot, what have you, or the beats and the bass that we do? How do you make sure that it's bringing the gravitas that it needs so that it feels full? That's all the technique, but it all is for the purpose of the heart. And so that takes time, but we love this. We absolutely adore it.
I think harmony doesn't get enough credit too. Like it's like such a healing, beautiful thing that's been around since humans have been around, and like I think it's really emotional.
I want to get into the Christmas album because obviously it's Christmas season. It is. Even though you're all in black.
No,
we're
like-
changing Christmas right now. No, we don't.
It's really, you're on like ones. I mean, you tied together.
Dolly, we got the Dolly show.
We always do
She's doing
somehow.
this. Yeah.
We don't talk about it either.
Yeah.
Can you break down? I want to go through some of your most famous covers, but like, let's just start with Jolene, for instance, right? Like this science, this head, this heart, like where does a cover begin? Is there always a single place that's consistent, or is it different every time?
I think our best covers come from when it comes from like an improvisational place, like a really, really instinctual place where we sit down as a group with like no piano, no paper, no anything, and we just like sing and jam and improvise and make stuff up. We have a voice memo of Hallelujah, us just like winging it, and the final version sounds really similar to it. Like when it comes from that like human place that's where the magic is in a cover.
How do you know when you have it?
It's helpful to have musician friends in the group with you, because it's like when you're all excited, you can all feel it. There's like a lightning in a bottle feeling.
And are you listening in the cover to like break it down? Like how? Like what? Can you just like tell me what's going on in your head?
Well, that's a
Yeah. I feel like, because to answer your previous question too, I feel like we'll get a lot of demos, or we'll get a lot of things we'll sing together, like Scott said, like voice memos, and then we'll kind of craft it and arrange it. And then we'll get like maybe a first mix, or like not even a first mix, just it put together. And like I remember when we first got Sound of Silence, we were at dinner and we were hearing it for the first time. We were like, wow, this is really special, and you just get those moments and you just feel it, and you're like, wow, I think this feels really good. And like, I love the way you sound. And we're also fans of each other, which helps you too, because I'm always learning from each one of my bandmates, and I'm inspired by them. And so I'm like, wow, you sounded amazing here. That inspired this idea. And hey, can you sing this run really fast while Kirsty holds this note? It's like it's almost like playing with these like instruments that we have, you know what I mean? And like configuring what, you know, we have as a band and as a sound. And it's just a lot of fun.
I think it's also interesting that with what we do, we're filtering our music through 5 different musical minds. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, you listen to a lot of like R&B growing up, like contemporary Christian music, electronic, you know, singer-songwriter, and I listen to a lot of classical. So I think it's really special when we all feel like we've hit on something, because then we feel like more fans, more people would hopefully like it too, because if we like it, hopefully there's a chance that other people will like it too, because it's getting to the inherent thing that we wanted this sound or this song to portray when we do it.
Do you guys have like defined roles when it's time to create something? Like, do you know like who's the best at what, or how does that work?
No, I think it's not really.
It depends too, because sometimes we can all be singing like all the same parts, or I mean, we can each take a part, and like if we want to change the voicing of it, we'll be like, oh, maybe Scott takes that high part because his tone is going to be more piercing and loud, or like let's make it a little floatier and like softer, and so I'll take it or Mitch will take it. So it's really fun because I feel like we can all play with the different parts. Like it's not like, oh, you're always singing high or this person's always singing low, and like, you know, Matt takes solo a lot too and sounds really amazing, and Scott will cover the bass. So it's really cool how we can all shift depending on what we want to accomplish like within the song.
And it's really intuitive too, I think, because we've been doing it for so long. It's kind of like this I mean, people tell us all the time that we speak in like a secret language, which I don't even notice when that happens. I think I'm just so used to communicating with these people so clearly, and creatively, musically, it just comes together so intuitively because we know our formula intrinsically, and we know who's going to sound good where, and how these voices can fill out the parts, and how this song is going to arc. It's unspoken, which I find really beautiful.
And that has to be acquired only by time, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, you've known each other from high school.
Yeah, the three of us.
Even
yeah.
younger.
10.
True.
And
Yeah.
10.
Mitch and I were in like a production of Annie at age 10. Thought they were 1 and 2. Like we've known each other forever.
How does it feel to be working with people that you've quite literally known? I mean, dude, I've known Dan a long time. I've known a lot of my friends that I met through work a long time. 16 years, a long time. From the age of 10 is fucking different.
Isn't it so
Yeah,
weird?
it's crazy.
It's something I'm like really, really grateful for, especially as I like get older and I feel like more present and confident in myself. I'm like, wow, I feel so lucky to like be making music and like having all these really unique life experiences with people I know and love so much. Like it's nice to be able to like share that.
When you think about the seasons you all have shared, you just had a kid.
Yeah, 2. I have 2 now.
Mazel tov.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful. I feel like, especially in like your 20s, it's such formative years of your life, and we all went through that together. And as a group and just as individuals, it's really beautiful to have had the support of each other, you know, for better, for worse. Like families always go through different seasons, and I'm just so thankful that like, and we're all just so like happy for each other too. Like I know like in my darker season, like I had the support of everyone, and then when I came off on the other side, everyone was just so happy and supportive of me, and for all of us to be in such great points in our life, it just like feels really amazing. And I also just really appreciate like, it does truly feel like a family band, because you know how they say like if you've grown up together and you have a family band, like you all sound similar because you've been with each other for so long. Like that's literally, I feel like the 3 of us, we had the same teachers, we grew up doing the same things in choir, and we created that work ethic together, and then we continue to create it being in Pentatonix and on the duration of the sing off and everything past that. So it just feels really, really amazing to share this experience with truly family at this point, you know?
Really, like, the chances of that happening, it's like, dude, less than winning the lottery.
I know.
Yeah,
Truly.
yeah.
Like,
No,
you won the
truly.
lottery a
So
couple
bizarre.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I've thought that
Feels
before.
like
I've been
it.
like,
It
this
feels
is like
like
a
it.
dream situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there has to be nerves, right? Like, you come into something that does have some sort of foundation, but is still new, right? Like, because you guys only end up rehearsing for an hour collectively before you make your way to the sing off.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We were nervous to meet Kevin. We were like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, he's so
it was definitely-
smart.
They're from Texas.
We're like, hello.
Peter kids.
Yeah.
For me, there were a lot of nerves because I know when you guys reached out, I actually just didn't feel qualified. And the reason I didn't feel qualified is that my whole life I was trying to be a doctor. I was trying to go into medical school. So when they asked me, hey, why don't you do this singing competition? And I go, I'm not really a beatboxer. Like I kind of just like
Not
by myself,
really.
but not really. So then they asked me to do it. And so honestly, like when we were on the sing off, to me, that was actually part of my training being in the music industry because I really wanted to uphold the standard that they were, trying to attain. So like I would wake up early for the sing off and I would listen to a lot of beatboxers and a lot of music and try to just emulate what I hear like every single morning so that I could come and feel prepared for what they wanted to do. And I think that helped me get my reps in to feel like I could be a great beatboxer for them.
Yale.
I wonder if that would like. I
He's
wonder.
so smart.
That's literally it. That's the
we
truth.
cold DM'd him on YouTube.
Cold.
Like, hey man, I know you don't know us.
I was like,
but-
what?
And he was like, I'm down. And I just don't think that would happen today in like the culture of the internet. I don't think.
Yeah.
That's
I feel-
that's true.
I feel like if you just like cold DM someone, they'd be like,
What?
Blah.
Yeah.
But like, what are the like? That's really wild. Like,
it's wild.
one that like the first meeting would also be the time that would really change all of your lives,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Forever. But then
Yeah.
you have the ability and you're smart enough to just figure it out as you go. You guys set this foundation that he has to rise to. It's fucking cool.
Yeah.
And then like that's like great musicianship is formed that way. Like
Yeah.
you're tested right out the gate.
Yeah,
Totally.
definitely.
Thank you.
It's cool.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
They're really
like,
good at giving
We never
compliments.
really like think about it all the
Like,
time. So it's just really, I really appreciate how you said that because now when you reflect, you're like, wow, it is actually crazy that, I mean, we literally had one rehearsal. And I remember we get to the rehearsal, we're singing Telephone, and then we kind of look at each other after one time and go,
We were like, whoa,
This is-
We're like,
dude.
nice.
Yeah.
good. And we were like, should we sing it?
It was
felt
so
magical.
It was
cute.
really
Yeah.
magical.
It
We
was-
were like,
and- oh, sorry. I
Wait.
was going to say,
No,
and then
yeah.
immediately after we did it, like a few times, then we went to, we sang it for your friends at the SoCal Vocal House.
Yeah.
And they were all like, we've never really heard a sound like this. And we're like, really? Like I don't think we realized how special it was. And even I think the first time we sang on the sing off, that's when we finally realized, oh, this is different. And we have to cherish this. And I think even when we won the sing off and, got the record label deal and then got dropped immediately, I think we were so convinced that what we were doing is different, and we wanted to pursue this with everything we had because we saw the reactions on the show. We saw the reactions even when we put our first YouTube video up. We're like, oh, people really, really like this, and so I think that's kind of kept us going over the 14 years. Like we still believe in what we're doing.
Even the ability to continue.
Yeah.
So is that when is it being dropped what made you like really make a pact to one another to keep this thing going?
to be honest, when we were dropped, we were like so young. I'm glad I was like young and naive because we were like, they're lost. Like we're stars. Like we hadn't felt the pain of Hollywood yet. Like, so we were like, that's okay. We're going to
do it.
We can still do
Yeah.
it. And I think that delusional optimism like kept us going because I feel like if I'd learned everything about Hollywood now, I'd be like, this is dark.
Well, they hadn't, really given us anything. Like
Yeah.
it's not like we lost something great. It was like they were already over us and they had already in their minds shelved us, I think. So we were like,
Yeah.
all right, well,
Yeah.
we'll just continue doing what we're doing, you know?
Mhm.
Did you realize what kind of, it is a unique battle, right? Being an a cappella group, facing the headwinds of like traditional pop systems, dance music, R&B. Like there's like there's 1,000 different genres that you guys, yes, to a certain degree kind of fall into, but also don't. And there's also never been a mainstream a cappella group that's broken. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Like
There's
They-
been like in the distant past, but like not in a while.
Long
Like,
time.
There's like Manhattan
Yeah.
Transfer and stuff.
But like, did you understand the sort of mountain you were climbing up?
A little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever super viewed it as that, like this like big mountain to overcome. Than just like I feel like we were on like that YouTube era where like when you could see it and you hear it and you can see everyone doing their individual parts and it's so cool. Like that's what made it so unique, getting to really see and pick out each part of what we're doing. And we just kept writing that because I feel like it was really fascinating for people, and we just kept trying to like push the limits. And I think because we never felt like Like it was like this like young attitude of like, let's just keep going. Let's
We'll
just
keep
do
doing
it.
it. It's working.
And like try. We would like rehearse every single day.
It was also
And,
when you went
like,
viral back then. It was like
Huge.
virality
Big
was
deal.
like
Yeah.
And so when we would go viral, we were like, whoa! It was like there was like one viral video a day, so it was like a moment.
Yeah.
And
And
now-
that just kept like spurring us forward. So I feel like, yeah, it was just the love of the music.
It was a good timing.
Truly,
all around.
yeah.
It was like Pitch Perfect was happening, Glee was happening,
It was
YouTube was at its prime.
It
and,
really
like,
was a different time. Like I remember, I'm probably gonna butcher his name, and maybe like Kim or Dan can help me. But like this guy Nick Tangora Pantera, he
Yeah.
used to
Pantera,
yeah.
fucking icon.
I love him.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
Carmen. I mean, there's like a whole
Oh my God, yeah.
That- yes.
class
Yeah.
of
Yes, yes, yes.
individuals. Viral meant something different.
Yeah.
People also
Totally.
didn't know what it meant to be fucking fair, right? And like viral also meant like, oh, you need a record deal.
Right,
now it's
right.
like how many times? Like it's not. It is.
So
it's not the
different.
same. It's
So
very
different.
different.
Yeah,
Very
yeah, yeah.
different,
Like I would say YouTube gave us the ability to control, like be the masters of our own destiny. Because I don't think, to be honest, if it was such a serendipitous time, if YouTube wasn't around, I don't think we would be as successful as we would be.
Totally.
We wouldn't have been.
It's
And
like
so-
hard because
No, that's it. Like I said, the audio visual is something that's so important to what we specifically do.
And the art of the cover, man.
Yes, exactly. Like
Yeah.
it really allowed us to shine and experiment to be able to find a niche that worked once we finally kind of transitioned into this Christmas lane. Like it was just so unbelievably serendipitous that we had that to be able to showcase ourselves and continue the momentum. So I'm super, I think all of us are super grateful to YouTube. I mean, y'all found me through YouTube. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. I think also being a cappella, there's so many limitations. Like you can't just like, when we were like, the label was finding producers for us, they were all like, we don't know.
Yeah, like
we don't do that. And so like, it was like, we just had to do arrangements ourselves. We only had 5 voices and we were like, it was just like when you were, sorry, my phone's going off like an unprofessional loser. I feel like, yeah, it was just, I think limitations are just a good thing in general. And now I try to like limit myself. Like I'm going to do 3 takes of this and then comp it. Like, you know, when you get on Netflix and there's so many things to choose from and you're like, maybe I just don't watch anything. I'll sit here.
Mm-hmm.
real.
But I feel like that was a big benefit for us.
Did you feel, because you guys had original songs outside of original Christmas songs, but was there like, I mean, was there pressure to craft original hits? Was that a part of your larger plan?
Yes. That was a big moment when we switched to original music. It was our first original album. And it was like, there was a lot of pressure on it. And they were like,
And I think
RCA was going all in.
we also imposed more limitations musically to our music because we wanted to try and stick to the more or less traditional sound of a cappella, and we would say no to like more production and I think that inhibited us in some ways, but in other ways helped us to be creative, and it got us thinking outside the box and strengthened our music making skills.
It is interesting, right? Like, when you look back at your original album, like, how do you view it? What's your relationship with it?
I personally, I love it and I'm very proud of it. It was like such a hard time that like creatively, because we were like known for covers, but we needed to make a step into originals. But our artistry was in the creativity of the covers.
But
And so,
did you need to make that step?
you know what? That's a really good question. I feel like we didn't need to. I don't know if we were ready yet, but I wouldn't change anything we did.
Yeah.
Like we learned from it.
I don't think we were ready, but I think it was, now looking back, it was good to push past there, because I remember like in the writing sessions feeling like, what should it be? What is it supposed to sound like? And like when you go
Exactly.
in and now when we write, I feel like it's so free. You're just like, what am I going to write today? Like, what do I as an artist want to say? And back then, I don't know if it was like an age thing or just because we had been so used to doing covers where like the map is kind of already there and you just kind of like puzzle piece it together, or what it was.
The instinctual thing went away that we had been using. Like our improvisational, like from the gut feeling. Now it was like,
Yeah, 'cause you're-
what is pop music? How can we combine production and this?
I
do
was
we
just
not do
gonna
that?
say that.
What's the balance? What does RCA want? What do we want it to sound like? We were balancing so many opinions that it lost that like magic. kind of
yeah.
Well,
just,
there
like-
was a pressure to make it a record that would compete with the rest of the records on the radio.
Totally.
Yeah.
And that's like such a hard thing.
It's also
to
not.
chase.
It may not be who Pentatonix is at its core.
Exactly.
Or
Right.
what could have come out of that would have been maybe a record that was maybe mid-tempo, didn't sound like the rest of radio, and could have still been great, and found
Yeah.
its own lane. It's just
That's where we're at now
And-
too. We're like, let's just lean into whatever we
because
all
there's
like.
no
Right.
rule.
Yeah.
And to write, like with all 5 of us too, with all of us having different musical likes to then compete with the radio was kind of like, so where are we going to land as Pentatonix under the umbrella? Like, what will this sound be? And it was so confusing.
And we were
yeah,
doing a
now I
writing
feel like
session
it's just so much freer.
Yeah.
And
And we were
nice.
doing writing sessions with a different person every day. So it was like a blind date. So there's all the layers of just like, and we were like young 20s, socially anxious, just like trying to like be socially eloquent with these people we don't know each day. And then also like write a really authentic song to our core. And like, it was kind of like hard looking back on it.
Yeah, it was.
You learn a lot though.
You learn
Yeah,
a lot.
definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it easier to write Christmas music?
To write Christmas.
You have
music.
a
I think it's
Christmas
about the
record?
same. I feel like, I'm like in love with songwriting.
I feel so much more comfortable writing now that I feel
In
like
general.
it could be Christmas or not.
It gets
Yeah.
tough to write Christmas music sometimes because you can only say snow, Rudolph, fireplace, like
So many times in
angels,
so many songs, yeah.
children choir singing so many times, and then you're like, we've said fireplace.
How much of your year is actually spent thinking about Christmas?
A lot.
Well, funny enough, this
So
album,
much.
this album, Christmas in the City, we started in December,
Yeah.
literally while we were
Yeah.
on Christmas tour of 2024. I remember like Scott came to us, like, I think I have this like overarching grand idea. Can we talk about it a little bit? And then he kind of spoke to us a bit about it, and we were like, oh, this is amazing. And we started talking about, track listing and what we wanted it to feel like. And then literally like in January, February, we started pre-arranging the covers, starting to understand what is it going to sound like. And
Explain to me this big overarching idea. Like, can you explain to me how that applies to an album that is one Christmas, but also covers and I guess I'm assuming like a few originals, right?
Yeah. There's a bunch of originals on it, and so that big idea was like what it feels like to go into the city with your friends, like for Christmas, and like what that would sound and feel like with no limitations. Like it doesn't have to be a cappella, it doesn't have to, and so it's got orchestra, big band, and it's probably primarily originals, and but the originals are like off the wall crazy, like the entire story of A Christmas Carol in 4 minutes, and like it's just like really, and like Andrew's sisters sounding stuff, like we really leaned into stuff we love and like bold left of center stuff, and that's why I'm so proud of this particular album.
That's amazing.
It's so fun.
Also, I want to. Why the fuck didn't I listen to this album? I didn't get this album. Did we get it? Did you listen to it?
We got it.
You got it.
We got 4 or 5 songs.
We got.
Oh damn.
How many songs are on the album?
Like 16,
a lot.
Holy
It's a
man.
long one. Yeah.
I think it's 16 or
Wait.
17 actually.
but it's only 44 minutes long.
I don't know.
Can you explain to me the reasoning behind a 16-track album?
You know,
some
it
of
was,
it- Oh, I was just gonna. Well, some of it's interludes as well, so
Okay.
it's not
Yeah.
full. Not all of it's full songs. Some of it we wanted it to feel like you're in the city, like caroling with your friends and stuff like that. So there are interesting sonic interludes that I think are really really special too. But I'd probably say it's like 13 songs, maybe.
oh yeah, probably.
I also think at the end we ended up having so many originals that we felt were fitting for the album, so it kind of grew
Yeah.
into being a bigger album at the end anyway.
So this really does take, I mean, almost a year, right? Fair to say, like 9 months to do.
Yeah.
Well, not only, I mean, we're pre-arranging it. So just to back up, pre-arranging means kind of like pre-production. So we get in and try to get the rough arc of a song, how we would want it to feel with rough background parts, rough beatboxing. And once we had that and we kind of knew the sonic landscape we were trying to go to, that's when we worked with an amazing producer, Dave Pierce, who had worked with Michael Bublé for his Christmas album. And so now it was about pairing what we do with instruments, orchestral arrangements, big band, because we really wanted to get that 40s era sound very authentically, and Dave's an absolute master at that. And so that was I think the challenge and the opportunity, figuring out that blend that allowed to make our vocals shine and the instruments elevate what we do vocally. And that took some time, a lot of experimentation. But I think we're really, really proud of where it ended up.
Do you remember the first time you sang with these guys? Because you are the most recent addition.
Yeah, I do. It was in the audition, in the callback audition, and we 'Cause I've just sung a lot of acapella in life and at Berkeley and stuff like that too. So I remember we got into a circle and got off stage and like sang in a circle, and like I think it was Daft Punk, and like we just sang and everybody was like looking down, and I was just looking up happy. I was like, if this is all as far as I was meant to go, then that was a cool experience. Like that was so fun. Like any kid, like, and that's what to touch on what you were talking about earlier. I think that they had such. I have a unique perspective, right, of seeing the band, but as it's growing and being a choir kid and seeing how much it affected us as singers, as choir kids, as musicians, as people who loved music and loved YouTube and loved Pitch Perfect and Glee, and there's more of us than you would think, and so it created this niche kind of following that was way more people than I think that they ever knew. And I think that was why it kind of jump started this thing. It wasn't just us choir kids that love music. It was like the families, because that like your whole family could love this and watch it together, and like your cousins and the people. It was all people's that like my friends were like sports guys, and they were like, that's cool, and they would all come watch Pentatonix videos and things like that too. So it was really, it's like a really big. Bigger, wider audience than it did.
How do you even like start a search for that? Because you remember a Pitch Left, which was like your like acapella group.
Yeah.
Do you look in acapella groups for like? Do you remember?
Yeah, there's like an internal network of acapella people. There's like
I'd imagine.
There's like the big arrangers and like the acapella people, and it kind of like went around the network, and like all these bases turned in videos, and then but it was all like not public.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Underground network of people who sing without back.
Yeah. And it is cutthroat.
That's so funny.
It's really dangerous, actually.
It's scary.
That's funny.
Very, very scary.
Scary stuff.
What are you thinking over there,
Lawless.
Daniel?
What goes into building the evolution of videos? Like how many songs do you pick from? How long does it take to actually build that and make it make sense?
Ooh, they're all different. It's funny. If we know the catalog inside and out, like the Beyonce one, it's easy. It'll take like an hour to put like a little outline together, and then we go through it song by song. But then there's like the big ones, like Evolution of All Music of All Time, and like that one it was just hard to narrow down songs. Mm-hmm. It was like there'd be 100 songs in a decade that are all household name, Bohemian Rhapsody level iconic, and you're like, there's no. Same with Taylor Swift's
We did
catalog.
the Taylor Swift one, and we had to like.
We put all 53 hits in it. We were like, we can't leave one out.
Yeah.
like this is like 8 minutes long. But how do you leave this
Yeah.
It's like, we're
out?
not cutting
You
it.
don't want to disappoint the Swifties
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
Well, so like, who came up with the evolution of idea? Like, do you remember?
I think Scott did. You were talking
Hi,
about
Scott.
like we should do something really, really different outside of the covers that really like maybe can set us on the map when it comes to YouTube. And I think you came up with that idea. We were like, cool.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like viral concepts for us, and so I just went to like YouTube's most played videos of all time. And the number one video for a long time was Evolution of Dance. And it was like this guy going to and there was other Evolution of Dances, and I was like, no one's ever like done an Evolution singing video. And so we took that lane.
I remember watching your first one. There were outfits involved. It was very intricate.
Which one was our first one? Was it
Evolution
oh,
of
it was
Music.
music.
Yeah.
Oh, we started
It goes from
big.
black and white to color.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
The transitions were great. Now
Thank
it's
you.
like I have weird memory. Like it's very core YouTube memories.
Really?
Yeah, very much up there. Yeah.
YouTube was
Thank you.
like
The Taylor Swift one was
memories.
never released, right? The official version.
No, I should.
We're still working
hard to
on
hear
it.
that.
Yeah.
there's so many there's so many songwriters to clear it with, and there's so many songs in the medley we didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, can you explain to me a little bit of that process, right? Because like you don't just do it and upload it to YouTube. You have to get it vetted and cleared. So like, how long has the Taylor Swift one even been done?
Simmering.
Since last year.
I think it's
Yeah,
left on
probably.
summer.
We started
Yeah,
beginning
I
of
think-
last year. I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. We shouldn't check it out. We want to put it out. I don't think we have to put it on DSPs. Let's just put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think you can do that.
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think so.
So we're gonna release it. It's exclusive right now
yeah.
on the zachsang show.
And at the end of it will be a pre-save link to the brand new Christmas album.
Yes.
Christmas in the city.
Christmas in the city.
Yeah.
No, seriously though, you can listen to it on Amazon Music. There is a link below. You speak Mandarin
I do.
like fluently, right?
对，
Whoa.
我说中文。
It's a teacher that taught you that you should beatbox and play the cello at the same time, right?
Yeah, yeah. It was
thought you
when
were
I
gonna
was in
answer
Beijing
Mandarin.
studying Chinese. One of my Chinese teachers, I'll say it in Chinese, is 你有没有想过把拉大提琴和表演口技融合在一起？
You guys should be using this right now. Get your asses to China. Have you seen Jessie J?
Yeah.
Are
We
you-
want to be on that show.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
You kidding?
Quintessential.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
should.
Yo,
I know.
that show.
This guy's another house in the valley, baby. That's crazy.
I
Yeah,
know.
actually, yeah, that show is honestly amazing. I think we'd have such a good time.
I would have done it.
Oh my gosh.
If y'all are watching.
Yeah.
That show's big. A lot of big art.
Huge.
What was
And
that
by the way,
image
you
just
used to
over
all the
there? The app that was
reality
blowing up.
shows.
Yeah. Oh, true. Yeah.
Start a whole life there.
When TikTok was going away, what was that?
Oh,
Red Note?
Oh, Red Note. I saw.
Yeah.
I texted that to Kevin. I was like, this is your moment.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I was like,
Well, we're very open to it. I mean, we talk about China, going to China a lot because, because of this. And they love music over there too, and especially vocalists.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did there was like a Chinese version of the Sing Off that we were on in 2012. And it was really cool because I think I taught you guys Tian Mi Mi, which is you guys still remember
I
it?
don't know if we did a good
Chinese
job
love
because they
songs.
didn't air
Fine.
it. They didn't air it.
Oh, they did cut it. That's true. They did cut it.
You did great. It was great as I thought.
2
Yeah.
hours. I was like, I want to get every single syllable perfect.
I thought we did a great job.
I thought we did okay too.
Clearly, you don't know the language.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I guess not.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
But Kevin gave us
An
lessons.
acapella
Yeah.
show. Yeah.
I took all my faults and when I was learning Chinese and I made sure that they were good because for example when I remember this this is a crazy story but when I was in Beijing studying I was on the bus so it's called Gong Gong Qi Che and I remember I sat next to this girl and she and I were talking and so Chinese has tones and you have to make sure you say it right because if you don't you're going to say something completely wrong so I said 如果你有一个问题你可以问我 which means if you have a question, you can ask me. So the word when means to ask, but the word when means to kiss.
You want to kiss this girl?
Yeah. So I told her I didn't mean to, but I said 如果你有一个问题可以问我. So I said it differently, and she looked at me, literally slapped me on the bus, got off. I had all these older Chinese people looking at me like, I can't believe you. And my friends from Beijing, they're just laughing and they told me what I did wrong and I go, oh, I actually have to pay attention to these tones because if I get it wrong, that's kind of stuff happens.
That's
so
wild.
That's
Yeah.
a musical
Yeah,
language.
We don't know
question
what
you
we
can
said in
kiss
our
me as
performance
well.
on the sing but we offended some people.
Just like that when you put the nation.
Yes.
They said, do not air this.
Yeah. Maybe they saved our lives. Yeah.
That's really funny.
He's so sad.
That's so funny.
Well, I can see it in my head. Like you're loving it, and there's just somebody
You're
who's
so
saying,
proud.
"Don't do it."
Yeah.
Oh no. But it was a teacher though, like that gave you this idea of putting the cello and beatbox together, and it was in China.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he asked me if I would do that, and honestly, I thought that was the craziest idea because I go, who in their right mind would take classical music that has hundreds of years of this way and tradition of doing it and pair it with something like beatboxing? But honestly, I think I was, if I'm just fully vulnerable, like I was nervous about the judgment I think I would feel from the classical community because I was scared they were going to say, you tarnished this music. You tarnished what we do for hundreds of years with this. And then I think I got to a place where I kind of said, why am I allowing somebody else's possible perceived notions of me, which is literally all in my head, limit my creativity? And that's when I said, you know what? I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. And I mean, I definitely didn't think it was going to lead to them finding a viral video of mine and all this. Like, you don't plan that in life. But I feel like we all kind of go by that same notion. That's why we do acapella. Why are we going to limit the industry's perceptions of what we can do? Kind of tarnish what was so beautiful about what we can do and how we can push forward and how we can make something so special and unique. And so, yeah, it's kind of like the ethos that we run by.
Yeah.
It's a very real thing that you felt though. A lot of people who are like in those sort of like very long-standing historic genres that have been around fucking since the dawn of time, they face those same problems, same inner challenges and same critics from the community. But I will say like the common thread is like the people who do take it on end up being the most successful.
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
Actually, did you guys feel that way like with the choir community and the way we started doing acapella?
I
I'm just
remember.
curious. I've
I
never
just remember
asked you
there
guys.
were a few like detractors in the acapella community that would have really nasty things to say or we just heard it through the grapevine that they thought we were tarnishing what acapella has historically been.
Yeah. I feel like I was that age of delusional optimism where I was like, this eats.
Yeah.
You're
but
welcome.
That's what carried us through, I think, because you having that attitude and influencing us to, go bigger and take risks.
I'm just glad that I was naive back then because I don't know if I'd have it.
I think SoCal Vocals, though, I feel like is progressive and like does that though,
That's
and
true.
that was
Yeah,
a good because
that's true.
like we
That was my
just,
college acapella.
That's
we
true.
had just
Yeah.
been in choir, and I feel like that provided the love for singing together and harmony in that way. But I had never like officially been in an acapella group, and so I feel like we use that as like not that it's okay, but then we just kept doing our own thing because they felt so progressive. I never felt like we were like ruining something. I just felt like almost like we all have different perspectives, and maybe they're not exactly what it is. But I still feel like with anything, if you're trying to change something up, you still put respect towards what it was. You don't like tarnish it in a way where it's like, or change it in a way where it's disrespectful. But like, so you show respect, but then you do your own thing. And I feel like we just were maybe it was just being young and naive, and we were just like, we're just having fun, and this sounds good.
But it was coming from an authentic place of love.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
loving
Yeah,
music
yeah, yeah.
It was.
and loving a cappella music and always having reverence for it because we
Right.
grew up as choir kids. So
Right.
yeah, it was never intentionally disrespectful.
Yeah.
This is kind of off topic, but the craziest thing happened the other day where the first acapella song I have ever heard in my life, Mitch played for me in high school, and it was a reverse osmosis song, a college group from USC.
Which song?
Sugar We're Going Down. And the other day I was doing a session with session singers, and I was told that story for some reason. Never have told that story to anyone. Mark hadn't even heard it, my husband. And like one of the girls there, Baraka, was like, I arranged that and sang it.
No way.
And I was like, what? You
That's
changed my
so
life.
cool.
No,
Wait, what?
like, yeah, she was like, yeah, I like brought that song to the group and then arranged it.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
like,
Oh my God, that's crazy.
so cool.
Universe.
That's
Wow.
cool.
Yeah,
And
that
I was
changed
like,
our
we have so much
lives.
to talk about. It changed the course of my life.
That's literally why you're in that room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally why we are
Yeah,
meeting each other
true.
right now. It's like, it was
That's
really
so
magical.
cool.
So
Yeah.
weird.
You know, it was wild.
How? Just being honest. It's just like, be honest with me. If I asked you to sing right now, could you just fucking do it?
Yeah. We could. Okay, so we'll start with like the beat. And then we have the bass line. And I'll have the backup part. And then whoever's soloing it just lays right on top. Like the legend of the Phoenix. Yeah. All ends with beginnings. Oh, I don't remember the words. The person of beginnings. Yeah. Beginnings. It's like rhyming everything in the beginning.
That's magical.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
amazing. Wow.
Thank you.
How much sheet music do you think we have inside our
A
heads?
lot. Hundreds and
I don't
hundreds.
have any more memory in here.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me how you're setting up your live show? Because it's an incredibly interactive thing. You use the audience.
Oh,
But
yeah.
what is your set list? Is it all Christmas this time around? Like, what are you doing?
Well, if we do a Christmas tour, it's primarily Christmas, but we'll do non-Christmas tours too. But in our Christmas tour, we do the bangers, Give 'Em a Hallelujah, Mary to Yell, all like the ones that people love and that we love to sing. And then we'll do a lot of interactive stuff because a lot of Pentatonix fans love to sing, and it's like families and it's really cool. Like when you have 10,000 people that are all like willing to sing, you can do some really cool stuff.
Mhm.
So like we're always trying to change it up each show. Like the only time it didn't go well was we tried to do Carmina Burana. Do you know that song?
No.
Do you know Carmina Burana by? It's like 1700s iconic. No,
Go check it out. You're missing out.
no, it's like in
It's like in horror movies.
it's like in
and
commercials, like the.
Oh, okay. But that's a big one for a group of strangers
it's
to
tough.
figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an ambitious move.
Yeah, and it's like all in Latin, and I was like, so here's your part.
They're
And,
like,
and they were all like, and they like half
You're like
sang it, and I
somewhere
was
in
like, you know
Kentucky,
what?
and it's like
Yeah.
figuring out.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
What?
Like, what? And then like the next section was like a half step below that. Like it was like really
Yeah.
hard to sing.
But they gave it their all.
They gave it their all.
did.
And
They
honestly,
tried.
they honestly sounded pretty good.
Center
Really
Performing arts.
fucking
Yeah.
gave it their all.
Yeah. I just remember getting like tagged on Instagram, like, didn't love that part. Like,
And that's okay.
we want to hear
That's
y'all
okay.
sing.
So funny. The audience is singing Latin.
So like the next night we did like Shape of You, Ed Sheeran or something.
Right.
Keep
Take it back to the basics.
let's give it a
The
pop.
pendulum swings, man. It
Totally.
swings
And
hard.
that's
Both
acapella.
ends.
How often do you guys like mess up during the live shows?
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
All the time?
At this,
yeah.
Yeah.
My voice cracks a lot to where I don't even get embarrassed. I'll just be like moving right along. That happens, you guys.
It's natural. It's part of the process.
Yeah, it
It's
makes
like-
it human.
yeah. We had that. Yeah, our voice cracks a lot on tour because it's like you're coming from like the lowest part to the highest part of your range. Like
Yeah.
we're singing throughout our whole entire ranges throughout for an hour and a half. So, but it's a lot of fun and people just I don't know. Maybe it's we cover it well or it's just like people are just happy and just love being there or whatever. We don't get any.
And I feel like the minor mess
you
ups.
messed up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in 13 years of our career, I feel like we've stopped in the middle of an arrangement once or twice.
Once. It was
Once.
I remember.
Oh yeah.
What happened?
I think it was like Good Morning America or Today Show. It wanted us to do a medley of like the hits of the year, but we were like going to be on the show the next day or something. And so we like speed arranged it. And then we had a show that night and we were like, we should test it at the
Oh,
show.
that's not what I was thinking.
I was thinking about the laughing fit.
End of time.
Oh,
my God. So it has happened twice.
No, I'm okay.
But this
yeah.
one, basically, in the middle of the show that we were practicing it was just falling apart. And we were like, we all just look at each other and like, stop.
I think back then we had
Sorry.
wedges. We didn't have in-ears. So it was harder to hear in general. And sometimes the rooms just sound different. And so everyone was in different keys and it was just really bad. And we were all like, okay, we
We're
gotta,
like,
we
you know
gotta
what?
stop.
We
gotta
know
start
y'all
over.
want us to stop. We want to stop.
But they were
Let's just
very
call
sweet
it.
about
They
it.
were
They
very
were so
sweet.
about it.
It was
The other
pretty
one
bad.
the other one was we were singing End of Time by Beyonce. Amazing song. And why did we start laughing?
I don't know.
Because you forgot the word.
To the second verse, which is like, no.
That's
So I was
right.
like-
That's right.
We both started laughing.
I was like, every time I want to.
Just to round out the trifecta.
Oh,
we also
man.
on Star on Top.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I was like, maybe not. Yeah.
maybe not.
That was an off-camera story.
I'll tell you that one off camera.
How did you discover you had such crazy range? Like, do you just like
Me, myself?
Yeah, like do you just wake up one day and just like figure it out, or do you hear someone else do it and then you go, I'm gonna try it?
I think it's a little bit of both. Sorry, I had a hair on my mouth. I think I just remember always listening to female singers since I was a kid, and they were always inspiring to me, and I would always sing along to them, sometimes so much that my voice would be tired. And I remember my dad being like, "Why do you feel like you need to sing along with them? Aren't you hurting your voice?" It's like, I just can't stop. It's just they were just doing more interesting things to me, and suddenly that sort of became my role in Pentatonix too. That was sort of my quote unquote gimmick, I guess. And because of that, I trained that part of my range
Really?
a lot. And it's what makes me,
Special.
well,
And I
it's what
remember-
makes me feel special. I mean, it's what I feel like I bring to the group. Like that's my specialty.
Yeah.
It's a 6-octave range, right?
I don't know.
Let's test it now.
Let's bring in the piano. Yeah.
Bring in the piano.
We actually have one.
Let's do it.
We can't roll it in here. We don't have a budget like that, but
We
it's
can
in
be
the
a piano.
Ah.
Someone calls the police.
Oh my god.
Oh my
That
gosh.
is
Wow. There it is.
Thank you so much.
6 octaves.
6 octaves.
Right.
In 2 seconds.
That was
punching a
about
wall
6 or
somewhere.
7.
That's funny.
Wow.
Oh,
I
man.
actually feel the same way about Matt because like there are just times in the show where you're like going so light and then all of a sudden you're in the top of your range.
Yeah,
and
you
I
do
go,
have a crazy range.
why and how?
Yeah.
They have the range.
Kevin has.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you
whistle
sing the
notes
highest.
I think I do what I can.
For the community.
For the
What's
community.
your range? What's
For the
your range,
culture.
Zach?
What's
Your range?
No range here.
We sing pretty all.
One.
Two.
Are you ready?
No.
I thought we were gonna do the cat and Garth thing. I was so ready for it.
Totally.
When I listen to your music, it sounds incredible. But like, what is everyone's specialties? And like, what does everyone bring to the group?
That's a good question. I was like,
Musically and personally?
Yeah, we can do both.
I mean, I think,
If you want.
what about spiritually? Well, I think that like, you know, like if we're dating back to the beginning of Pentatonix times, I was like the riffing one.
Yeah.
Terrific one.
And like Mitch was like the high singing one. And the Kirsty was like the harmony girl.
The belty.
Well,
The
Kirsty,
belty,
you bring,
like Disney
you bring
princess.
an earnestness to it. I think you have a really
Earnestosity.
Earnestosity. Earnestosity, baby, and you have
And then the low voice and the
you have a
beatboxing.
beautiful
That's a moment.
singer-songwriter coupled with like a musical theater sound that I find very unique.
You girl.
You girl. I'm the girl. I am.
That's
That's
what you
also
bring.
true.
You bring the girl.
I bring girl.
I bring girl. One time,
Oh, man.
What about everyone else?
low voice, beatboxing, riffing,
Yeah.
high voice.
I was girl.
High voice
Disney
and girl.
princess.
High voice and girl.
You bring up Disney Princess. Is it still your dream of doing a Disney Princess movie, but the Disney Princess is gay?
What's
Was that
a
ever
fact?
something you said?
Did you
With a
say
what?
that?
Well, my dream in life is to like write a Disney princess movie.
Yes.
I'm just gonna say that in every interview until I manifest it. But like,
Disney
I would-
princess or a prince?
well, I mean,
Gay
if I was to,
prince.
I would love to play a gay prince in a prince's Disney thing.
But
That'd be iconic.
According to my notes, you did want the princess to be queer, right? Or no?
Of course.
Yeah.
I want everyone to be queer. I am full gay agenda. But yeah, no, I like what I would love. Yeah, we're all queer. It's a spectrum.
I guess that's probably true.
I saw a TikTok that was like, if being gay is a spectrum, on a spectrum, then there is a person that is the gayest person in the world.
Well, the Kinsey scale.
Yeah. There's someone that's all the way.
Who do you think
and
it
it's me.
is? Oh, okay. I was gonna say that.
Did that answer your question? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
That's so funny.
You've done a lot of great collaborations. Any desire to collaborate with Mariah Carey?
I
Another
would
Queen of
love
Christmas?
that.
Absolutely.
amazing.
I mean,
Yeah.
You've covered her
Love
song,
that.
obviously, with Christina Perri back in 2011, but
Mhm.
no connection with her herself.
Mariah? No.
I've never
Not
met her.
yet.
But she is an icon.
Of course.
That's an understatement.
Yeah. We don't want to step on her toes because she's the reigning queen of Christmas. Who do you think we should sing with?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I don't know, but I could probably, I mean, you want some old people? You want some new people? Maybe. I don't know.
Just
I want whatever your heart feels right in this
First
very
instinct.
Who's the
moment.
first person you
who's
thought
your
of?
who's your favorite singer on planet Earth?
Oh, that's a big question. I mean, singer-songwriter. Like, I'm a big Joni Mitchell guy.
Sure. Of course.
She's amazing. Would love to see you guys sing with her. That'd be pretty cool.
We have a cool story about her.
What?
Yeah.
She listens to Pentatonix all the time. Brandy Carlisle told us that. And so we got to go honor her, and Brandy surprised her with us singing to her because she listens to us so much when they play like, am I allowed to tell the story?
Yeah. No, I think you
I
can.
don't see why not.
Yeah, tell it.
It was a
Yeah.
Grammy event.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, it was a
Yeah.
Grammy event. We went and sang. We surprised her with a medley of one of her songs and her favorite song. And we were there. They were like, "You're here because you're one of her favorite artists. She listens to you all the time." Can you believe that? That was like one of the most
So
validating
special.
things
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had ever
Yeah.
experienced in my life.
She said while they play like board games and stuff, like when they
Yeah, she
have
would, like-
game nights, she like listened to us a lot. I was like, that's really cool.
I know.
Is that not wild?
Queen of Laurel Canyon.
That's like, we would not have modern pop music. Like, I
100%.
would die for Lana Del Rey. Lana
I
Del Rey
would-
doesn't exist without Joni Mitchell.
Oh, for
I'll
sure.
die on that hill 1,000 times.
Yeah.
We do not have modern pop as we know it today without people like Joni Mitchell.
Of
it just doesn't
course.
exist.
Of course.
She was so sweet.
God, I'm like sweating now. Like, I'm like envisioning that in my mind. Like,
Yeah.
just watching you all do that. What's your favorite song?
Favorite Joni song?
No, what's you performed a song. You performed 2 songs for her.
We performed 2 songs for her.
Oh.
We did. Well, it wasn't a Joni Mitchell song. The main song we did. Why Do Fools Fall in Love?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Favorite Joni Mitchell songs? Case of You.
Wow.
Mhm.
Classic. Good shit. You want to go
What's
around
your
the
favorite
room?
Joni Mitchell song?
I'd say Case of You, but I'd also, I don't know, I love her whole Blue album, dude.
Blue is fabulous. Both sides now.
Come on.
I mean, I know it's a predictable choice, but
Oh, but it's a classic.
come on, it's a classic for a reason.
Do you
I
have a-
loved the other song we did too. I can't think of the name of it right now. It was like, it was such a fun arrangement too. It was like, it
Oh,
was like stomps. and like-
I can't remember.
On track. I get like
oh
like
yeah,
3
it
words.
was high. I remember. So some
Okay.
interesting sound bites for you. They call me the bite machine.
We need some notes too. Where are notes?
They're like, they sang high song, don't know title.
you have Dolly on your shirt. My producer told me this morning that you showed up at 6 a.m. to the session in sweatpants and pajamas, and she came in
Coffee.
glam, right?
Yeah, we showed up. She was
Yeah. She
there
looked beautiful.
alone, fully glammed, 6 a.m. Was like, I didn't know we were starting, so I was just
And we were
ready.
late.
And we were late. I
The
was
nicest person ever.
You were
like 5 coffees.
We were late.
Well, like 5 minutes late. It's Dolly.
If you're not early, then you're late.
Then
And
you're
if you're
fired.
late, you're
Exactly.
fired.
Yeah, it's like, so Dolly could have fired you.
She
Dolly-
could have.
She was the nicest person ever. No, the scariest thing was a lot of times when we arrange something, we'll shorten it a little bit just because it feels better in acapella sometimes to do a shorter thing. So we shortened Jolene. And when we sang it with her, she got the lyrics wrong because she's used to doing her version that she's done for 50 years. And so we were like, we are so sorry. We are trash. This was a horrible mistake. We'll go back to your version. But she was so sweet. And she was like, no, I love your version. I'll just take some notes.
And you won a Grammy for it.
Mhm.
And we won a Grammy for it.
So it was worth it.
That was wild.
Oh yeah.
That's insane.
It was crazy. That was really cool. She was so unbelievably lovely. I'm obsessed with her. I wear the shirt every day, actually, since the cover.
incident.
Under your,
Since the incident.
When you guys win a Grammy, does the whole group get a Grammy like individually, or do you get like one group Grammy?
Yas Queen. We each get one.
That's a good question. We each got one.
We have to cut it.
Cut it 4 or
Into
5 ways.
What's the movie? Mean Girls.
and you have 3
Strawberry
Grammys.
Grammy.
Well, you've been nominated for 3, but you won for Jolene.
We've
We're
been nominated for 5.
5, but
Yeah.
you won
Won
3?
1, 3.
We won 3.
Mhm.
Fuck.
1, 3, 5.
Where do you keep them all?
Sorry.
Where do you keep them?
Different places.
Yeah.
I have
yeah.
I have a music studio, and I have an altar. It's church themed to my music studio, and there's an altar with Grammys
Interesting.
and a billboard.
Oh, wow. Is there a crucifix in your church themed studio?
Certainly, certainly.
Hundreds.
I love I love Catholic imagery.
Do you?
Yeah,
Like stained glass or like the
J'adore
stories?
stained glass. I love Bibles and crucifixes.
Crucifying.
All that kind of stuff. If it's quite Lana Del Rey. If you
Yeah,
wanna
yeah,
go
yeah.
down that road.
It's true. Wow. I could talk to you about religion for a long time. I could talk to you about Christmas for a long time.
Yeah. There's
Similar.
some would say there's an intersection.
No, some would say keep the Christ in Christmas.
Yeah.
People do
it's
say
true.
that.
You gotta get out of here, though. Christmas in the City.
Yeah.
Christmas in the city.
Christmas in the city.
It's waiting for you. Amazon Music. Tell your Alexa to play it. Alexa, stop. Final thoughts?
They gotta go.
You gotta go. You guys are great.
Wow. I gotta go.
I don't want you to go. You have you have fucking other plans.
Yeah, it's true. We have to have lunch.
Super busy.
Gotta eat.
Oh wait, I do have one question.
Yes.
Do you guys ever just sing by yourselves for fun when nobody's recording or watching or listening?
As a group?
Constantly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll just all sing this is not a joke. We'll all sing at the same time in the right key. And
It's so scary.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. When
Yeah,
that
it's
happens.
creepy when that happens.
But doesn't that like kind of tell you that you are meant to do this together?
For sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
That's the secret language you've mentioned.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But musicians acquire that when they've been doing something for so long and they like
Yeah.
started. It's like a whole.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
same neural pathways. Like
Yeah.
we react to things in the same way.
It's so fun. Did you guys watch the Coldplay documentary when they were talking about how they built their? So Coldplay had the documentary where I think at one point the drummer, I think they had a different drummer, and it was so funny because they're like, he's playing well technically, but for some reason the chemistry just wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's so interesting that somebody could be better or not as good technically drummer, but it's because that chemistry's there. It's what it needs to be. And so I feel like the chemistry that we've built over the years is just so integral.
It makes you guys you. I really appreciate
Makes
it.
us
Thank you.
You're very special. Come back on our show
Please
every
have
Christmas
us.
season in all
Come
black.
send.
I would love
November 1st, we'll be here.
Exactly.
Next year we'll actually decorate the studio, but you still come in all black. So that's really
I'm gonna wear the exact
Yeah.
shirt.
Yeah.
you stay on theme. You good?
Yep.
It's a lot of fun.
It is.
Yeah,
it was
thank
fun.
you.
And
This was so fun.
we didn't even bring up the fact that the three of us played Monopoly with Ariana Grande that you don't remember.
I was waiting
And you
for
still
that.
waiting for
you
that.
continue to lie
I-
about that.
Kim, my producer, can you please confirm that in an interview that we did with the Pentatonix at the American Music Awards, that we confirmed
Back in 19.
we confirmed that we did play Monopoly.
Was this when we watched her music video?
I don't
Okay, so if you don't remember that,
I was always around, dude. I just
okay.
remember meeting you guys and us playing Monopoly, and it got heated. And I think like I played a very intense game, or maybe, yeah, I think it was the two of you, or maybe it was just you.
I
No.
probably left.
I don't remember the
Anyway.
last time I played Monopoly.
Well, it was 7 years, man.
I don't know how to play Monopoly.
Don't think so.
You have a day to get to. I'm not. I can't argue this with you. Pentatonix, everybody.
Thank you
Thank you
much,
so
guys.
much.